All right, this problem can be really tricky to think about, so I'm going to go over this one, and don't get stressed out if you had a hard time with this one. Just pay attention and make sure that you can understand what's happening. So the problem is Lelanie's dad was helping Lelanie and her brother and sister wrap presents for their mom. Their dad had 8 3/4 feet of ribbon. He cut the ribbon into equal pieces and gave each kid exactly 1/3 of the total ribbon to decorate the presents. How long was Lelanie's piece of ribbon? There are different ways you can solve this. I'm going to use the fraction model or the fraction bars to help me with this one. And since I know that there are 8 3/4 yards of ribbon, I'm going to start by making 8 different pieces here. So we're going to pretend that this is a yard, and I'm going to do that multiple times. Actually, I think I could just duplicate this. So I'm going to do that 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is I'm going to first find 1/3 of 8. Okay, so if I do that, I'm going to take 1/3 of each of these. So that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this one I have 8/3. So 1/3 of 8 is 8/3. Okay, but I still have to figure out 1/3 of 3/4. So I'm going to add another bar, and I'm going to turn it into fourths. Okay, and I'm going to shade in 3 of those pieces. 1, 2, 3. And it says to find 1/3 of this. Well, luckily, it's already broken up into 3 pieces, right? So here I see 1, 2, 3 pieces. So 1/3 of 3/4 would be 1/4, because this is 1/4 of a whole. So now I have to combine these two. 8/3 plus 1/4. Okay, so we can simplify this. We can figure out what 8/3 is, since I know that's a fraction greater than 1. 8/3 is the same as 2 and 2/3. Now we can add a 4th, but they don't have the same denominator, so we need to make them have the same denominator. And we can do that by turning them into 12ths, right? So this would become 2 8/12. Plus, this one we'd have to multiply by 3 to get it into 12ths. 3/12. And that, I'm going to have to bring this up here. That would get us 2 11/12.